I grew up in the sands and on the ocean of Mastic Beach, New York. Hot, humid summers there are conducive to four-wheel driving on the shore and getting dirty. School was my favorite place. It was where I felt safe and knew I could be myself. Everyone should feel that way at school. I played sports. Baseball, taekwondo, and football happened to be my favorite. Today, few know that after many years of training, I am a second-degree black belt. Other times, I liked to use my imagination, dressing up in obscure colors and conquering vast lands, sometimes with the help of my imaginary Pokemon. I was never afraid to speak my mind in front of others on whatever occasion. I have a ferocious appetite to lead on adventures. My family, my country, and my belief in God keep me going. If I were to lose any of these, my identity would be lost as well. My brother Nick is and always has been my best friend. He's remained supportive of me, even when his brother decided that he wanted to dress up like a girl for Halloween. Twice. As a straight guy, I championed equality, even convincing others to wear rainbows with me in solidarity of LGBT people. It did not take long for me to realize that I was more than just an ally. I was a gay man. The allies I acquired did not leave me. They stand by me today, and without them, I would be deeply unhappy. I used MySpace to come out, changing my orientation periodically to bisexual. If someone confronted me about it, I would deny it and say that someone hacked my account, be straight for another few days, and try to send them the signal again. My first boyfriend lived a few towns away. Few at school had any idea. I shocked the community by putting up a picture of us with a caption that read, "Boyfriend." I turned off the computer and cried, but ultimately I knew I had to come out. For me. When I logged back in, I was overwhelmed with comments and messages showing support. I cried harder, but realized that it was not nearly as bad as I had imagined. Word made it to my mother. She asked me to show her my MySpace. After fierce resistance, I obliged, only to find out that my entire family was behind me, and my parents were there for me. After realizing that it was okay to be exactly who I was, life got much better. In high school, I ran for president and won. I was a candidate for homecoming king and proudly walked with my mother and my boyfriend, hand in hand, kissing both on stage in front of the class of 2009 and their families. I was beat up a few times and it sucked, but each time I was jumped only inspired me to speak out against violence and continue to help others. I used the school loudspeakers to publicly forgive my offenders. Today, life is only getting better. I go to NYU. I have great friends. I am determined to take on the world. I joined a fraternity, Delta Lambda Phi. My brothers and I take on adversity and volunteer ourselves to help others in New York City. My church and my community love me for who I am and wouldn't want me any other way. This year, I even had the opportunity to speak to the class of 2011 at their graduation at my high school. Do not be afraid to come out. Know that tides are turning, and voices of love are overpowering voices of hate. Know that you will never be alone, and there will always be others behind you. My name is Johnny DeVito, and I live out loud.